Grass! Long grass. I like it. Right?
We're really happy with our site. It's a fantastic location. It's just a little bit far away from the electricity. Now, New Zealand's grid, it's a pretty good one. About 80% of it is produced using renewables. So going off-grid in New Zealand, it's not really an environmental argument, it's a cost issue. 10 years ago, this transformer and the cable that feeds it was put into my brother's house at a cost of about 70,000 New Zealand dollars. We've had a quote to run a cable from this transformer to another one at our site about 500 metres that way at about 50,000 New Zealand dollars. Now we need to look at the alternatives like solar, batteries, generator before we commit to this cost and pay for the power that comes out the end of it. Our estimated summer use is 25 kilowatt hours per day for power, lighting, cooking, hot water and the water pump. Currently, the most expensive element of off-grid living is energy storage. As this cost is dropping year on year, I plan to put a scalable system in with the minimum amount of storage at first and sizing the system correctly once we have accurate usage data. Based on the summer solar production of a local system, 18 300 watt panels will produce on average about 29 kilowatt hours a day. It is currently cheaper to run the generator when solar production is down than to size a system with no generator use. The majority of our consumption needs to be during daylight hours like laundry, dishwashing and water heating. The last of the solar production will be around 5 PM and the next day will start around 7 AM. So we have about 14 hours with no solar. A rough calculation after dinner, watching TV and a little hair drying and toast in the morning, we will use about 12 kilowatt hours. Our winter usage will be less at 15 kilowatt hours a day as we will be running a wood burning stove boiler that we'll use for cooking, heating our hot water and running the underfloor heating. So even though our solar production is down and our lights will be on longer, our electricity usage will be less. That being said, our winter solar production is looking like about 12 kilowatt hours per day, so undoubtedly there will be some generator use. The standard for off-grid batteries has always been lead-based, but now there are a lot of lithium phosphate products on the market. If looked after properly, they've got a better lifetime cost of energy and pretty much maintenance free. I've currently got 3 options. Option 1 is the Simplify 3.5 kilowatt hour lithium phosphate, approximately 1400 New Zealand dollars per kilowatt hour. I've had great communication from this company and the batteries have been in use for some time with good reviews. Option 2 is the Discover AES 6.6 kilowatt hour lithium phosphate at about $1,700 a kilowatt hour. These are new to the market and the advantage over the Simplify is the communication port that will give more info about the condition and state of charge. However, this does come at a cost. Option 3 is the BYD B-Box 10 kilowatt hour, approximately $1,000 a kilowatt hour. If these are what they say they are, I could go for 2 enclosures and get 20 kilowatt hours of storage. I haven't seen any reviews of these in operation, so although the price is attractive, some more research is required. 18 300 watt ground mounted panels, a charge controller, inverter and all the trimmings plus an 8 kVA generator is approximately $23,000. So if we go for the proven Simplify option, we're looking about $43,000 plus installation. I haven't had any quotes for installation yet until I know exactly what I need, but if I can keep it around the $50,000 mark, we're about the same cost as the cable. Now my brother's power bill is about $2,500 a year. I expect I'll use about $300 a year in backup generator. So over 10 years we'll save about $22,000. Hopefully in 10 years battery technology would have advanced, costs had come down, so refreshing the system should stay within that saving. This is by no means an easy decision because we're so close to the cost of the grid installation and we're probably going to use a lot of the grid savings over time updating and maintaining our system. We're also going to have to make some compromises in the way we live. However, we will be free from rising utility costs and should have a very robust free from power cuts system. I've got 4 months to make this decision, so any advice is welcome.